could have a great career, and you should, yes you should. Only one thing stops you, dear. You're too good, way too good. If you want a future, darling, why don't you get a pass? 'Cause that fatal moment's coming at last. We're all alone, no chaperone, and get our number. The world's in slumber, let's misbehave. There's something wild about you, child, that's so contagious. Let's be outrageous, let's misbehave.
Hello, it's been a while. It just was kind of a crazy weekend and we were kind of all over the place. So now I get to sit down, except for last night was a not so good night because I woke up at 1:30 in the morning with a bad headache right behind my right eye. So I'm a little slow today, I'm a little groggy and not feeling so hot. I think it's the weather. It's been really humid here lately, so I think that's part of the problem. But yesterday, I bought a Wii, Nintendo Wii, so I had a list of like 23 stores that I would call every day and find out if they got one in, because it's insane trying to find one of these things. So I finally found one and got everything hooked up, and I think it's going to be really fun. It looks really cool. So anyway, that's kind of, oh, this is really close, and if I go like this, you can't see me. Or my chin anyway. So some stuff in the news lately that kind of has me intrigued. First off, Oprah is opening a store. I think that's funny. I don't really know what's going to be in it other than stuff with her O on it. I don't know. I said at work it'd be funny if they had like an Oprah mug, and then like you drank, and at the bottom was like Dr. Phil's face. I think that would be a good idea. But so anyway, they're opening one in Chicago, and then I guess they're planning to open them up all over. I don't know. Maybe they'll put one in Africa next to her school. What else? Paris Hilton's out of jail, and that's all I'm gonna say. Except for they should keep her there longer. I'll say that. Rosie O'Donnell has a picture up of her little girl in a U.S. Army outfit, and everyone's having a fit. One place that she was dressed up like a terrorist. The problem with that statement is that if you go on Rosie's blog, rosie.com, she actually has the whole picture, because the picture that everyone saw was just like this, just here up, with a little sash of the plastic fake bullets and or ammunition. And if you see the rest of it, there's actually a USA badge on the side and American flag, and it says U.S. Army on it. And her son wore the same thing, and there are pictures of him on there of that, and that didn't get any coverage. So it's just kind of really strange as to what people pick and pull and what they want to report and how they twist it. So I gotta say, I'm totally on Rosie's side on this one. It's kind of a no-brainer. And the fact that people are blowing it out of proportion, it's just a little scary. I don't know, not a whole lot else there other than we got a week. Dustin's house sitting this for almost a week and a half, I guess. Until next week sometime. So that's kind of crazy. That's a really hard adjustment for him too, just because he's in another, I mean, he's at his parents' house, but in a new place, and my routine's kind of thrown out of whack, so it's kind of strange. It's probably why last night was the first night he was away, and I didn't sleep the best. I woke up with that headache. Horrible. And I was gonna call off. I was gonna call in and go into work late, but I thought, I just bought this Nintendo. They're all gonna, and they all knew, because I had to run and pick it up in the afternoon, and I had to bring it in with me because it's been so hot I didn't want it sitting in the car. And so everybody in the office saw me carrying it in and knew that I had bought it, so I thought, well, I can't call off, because if I call off, they're going to say he was up playing Nintendo all night long. Which wasn't the case, because we went and got our hair cut. Ooh, maybe you can't tell. we went and got our hair cut at my aunt's, and we usually sit and talk for like 4 hours. So we didn't get home last night until it was almost 9:30, and I got everything hooked up. I hooked up the Nintendo at like 10, and that was about it. I really didn't have time to really play any games or anything like that, so. But whatever, I made it through today, just barely, eked by. So I'm only at 4.5, 5 minutes. Guess I didn't really plan anything for this one, so it's gonna kind of be a boring one. It's soon going to be First Friday again, which I'm really excited about, because the last, maybe just the last one, I didn't go to. And First Friday here is, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on my other blogs, but basically they open up all the galleries downtown, and it's a fun night of shopping and looking at new artwork. Every month, a lot of the galleries cycle new artists, so I had an opening last year on First Friday, and I'm hoping to have another opening. I wanted to in the fall, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen. It may be springtime till I get that, till I get my next collection out. So it's really fun. Lots of artists in the area. It's fun to all converge and kind of look at each other's stuff. So that's really cool. My friend Kristen, who works at a camera photography shop, just called me and asked if I would be a judge in one of the things. So that's really cool. I'm excited to go up and do that. Even though I haven't called her back yet to RSVP, so I will be there though. I don't know. That's about it for now. Like I said, it's been kind of crazy and kind of all over the place. So, and now with Dustin gone, everybody's routines just sort of skewed. But ooh, funny. So CNN plays at work all the time. It's in the lunchroom. So I was down there and I just took like a 15-minute lunch to have some soup. And I'm watching CNN, and there are these horrible, horrible fires in, I want to say California. But anyway, horrible, horrible fires. And they talk about people who have lost everything and people who luckily just missed the fire. So they interview this poor guy outside of his, what used to be his home. Literally flat ground. Nothing. Not even a pile of ashes. Just total barren wasteland. And he's like choked up and he's crying and he lost everything, and his pet was in there and just lost everything. Totally to the ground. Completely overwhelming. I just can't imagine what I would do. Cut to a woman in front of her gorgeous house, completely standing upright, not even flame kissed, going, oh, I'm so glad I have everything. That is horrible. I felt so bad for that poor man who lost everything. And then, not that he's gonna watch the TV because he doesn't have one, but I mean, maybe a friend will tape it and he'll watch it later, or they'll TiVo it for him. And here he has to watch himself in front of ruins, and cut to this woman who is reading the newspaper on her porch, talking about her wonderful house and how she's so glad it wasn't hit. It's just poor editing. Poor editing. However, we have stuff happening like Larry King bumping Michael Moore so that he can talk to Paris Hilton. So, journalism as we know it is swirling in the toilet, and we're just gonna watch it. Anyway, those are my rants. I'll be in a much better mood once I get some sleep in me, I gotta tell you. And maybe some food. Every now and then I go, oh, I'm hungry, and then I go, oh, no, I'm nauseous. Then I go, oh, but I'm hungry, and then I go, oh, no, I'm really nauseous. So, once this all passes, I think I'll be okay. Alright, till then, peace.
They say that bears have love affairs and even can